I'm Mr. Webb. This is my first year at Hillcrest. I'm very excited and pleased to be here. And this is our first show, and it's opening night, so you're in for a treat. So just some housekeeping type of things. If you haven't seen them yet, there is concessions out there, and behind them are the restrooms. No photography unless you've been officially approved by our archive photographer in the back. Keep your cell phones away, put your Chromebooks away, put all that away. And welcome to 1958, when cell phones didn't exist. And so just put all that away and be here with us for these next 2 hours and enjoy this that we've been working on for 2.5 months. All right, enjoy the show.
Jeff, you've already spent 267 minutes in waiting. Surely you could spend 10 cents more?
All right, my statistical friend. My curiosity is good for 10 minutes more.
I wonder what she's like. Miss Willie says they're one of the wealthiest families in America.
Oh no, that's bad. She'll have the camera she can't work or maybe about an artist I've never heard of.
Oh, cynic. Has money spoiled me?
Do you have money, Fairy?
Bags.
Let's not be prejudiced about money. Some of my best friends are wealthy. Hannah, play something while we wait. Help distract them.
Well, you catch me tune? What shall it be?
Surprise them.
I'm very good on Gypsy Zardas.
Please don't play gypsy music, Campbell. It frightens me.
Frightens you?
Terrifies me. I was kidnapped by gypsies when I was a child and rescued just as they were about to dye my skin with walnut juice. Well, I was.
Go ahead, Hannibal.
I wonder what she's like. Miss Willie sorry, oopsie. Miss Willie says that she might play an instrument. Oh, I hope she likes music, though. Oh, I'm sorry, Hannibal. Go ahead. I was raised on a harp. My father, like an angel.
Jeff, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Hannibal.
Barry, go get the book for Jeff so we can listen to Hannibal.
Wait, I'll get a chair.
No, never mind, Fairy. I can get it.
No, Jeffrey. Climbing on chairs is women's work. Men have mountains. Which book did you want?
The Lifespan of the Ape.
People get the strangest books in this library. I couldn't get into Forbidden Tibet. It's a wonder what standing above other people does to you. Do you know? I feel smarter than anybody in the whole world.
It's the yellow one.
Books are my blood. My mother invented the filing system for the New York Library. She was queen of cross-index.
I'll get Jeff's book, Fairy.
No, no, no. Musicians shouldn't work. Be careful, Fairy. Don't get dust in your eyes. Wouldn't you like animal husbandry instead? I can reach that.
It's got to be the Lifespan of the Ape.
Who set out with this? Lights! Ah!
Don't let me fall!
Oh, please turn the lights back on!
Hannibal, get through this wood before someone's hurt.
Looks like Miss Patty's back.
Wow, lights!
Oh, please, Mrs. Patty, let
certainly didn't mean to cause all this commotion. Forget it.
No, no, no. I'll get it, Jeffrey. Everyone watch their own head.
Oh,
Timber! There you are, Jeffrey. You may take the coat, Miss Julie. You may take my hand, Hannibal.
The next time somebody wants a book from the top there, may call me. Why, the whole shelf might have fallen on you.
Oh, whoever heard of anyone getting hurt by good books?
Enough of them might, darling, and I'd hate for that to happen.
I hate everything.
In this world, but most of all, I hate cold cream, hot dog, crawfish, catnip, cheese, sawdust, sewer, skewers, buttermilk, caterpillars, frictions, fractions, pins, puns, pens, policemen, and electricity.
You have to wait, Miss Julie.
What is she like? I haven't seen her. Let's tidy up the room a bit. Barry, will you put the purchasing board away, please? You're taking an awfully long time at the front office.
Is she getting old, Miss Julie?
All I know is that her name is Savage. And she gets a balloon.
Oh, I hope she isn't pretty. Competition exhausts me.
So we should tie down in a hurry.
Miss Willie, please, don't call me that. It's a pet name my wife uses.
I forgot.
And I wish you wouldn't single me out to kiss.
You're the handsomest.
What would my wife think if you came into Comstock today when we kissed me? She'd explode.
What if I know her?
Please try to open up.
I'll try. Forgive me? Hello? Yes, Dr. Emmett, right away. Hannibal, will put the dartboard up. Please try not to clutter the place, darlings. We want to make a good first impression.
Will we meet her now?
I don't know.
We haven't had anyone excited here since that magician's wife, remember? She was all nerves from being sawed in half so much. What was her name?
something hyphenated.
I forget. But she had color. All my relations were so drab. Both my parents were albinos.
Really, Fairy? You shouldn't invent such things.
Well, they were emotional albinos.
Oh, don't peek, Fairy. It's so degrading to get on your knees.
You get on your knees and pray, don't you? I'll say your prayer. Dear God, let me see something.
See anything?
Yes, I do. God was quick.
What did you see?
Someone coming out of Dr. Emmett's office. Who? 1, 2, really strange people. Quick, they're coming in here. Let's go in the hall and eavesdrop.
Is that ethical, Jeff?
You know we'll be sent out anyhow.
We could call it espionage.
Come with Patty when you're going to spy.
I'll guard the lights. It's rude to have guests enter a dark room.
Last week I'm going to be in a hurry to peek, Fairy. Nearly simply ruined my nylon.
Oh, I mustn't get excited, or I'll get the hiccups and betray us. Dr. Emmett will be with you in a moment.
Tell her that if there's nothing more, we'd like to get started back.
Yes, Senator? Please, make yourself at home. Well, what do you think of it now, Titus? Are you reassured?
Somewhat. Certainly doesn't look like an institution.
Not at all.
Mother will be content and happy here. I'm sure. It's a charming place.
I just hope we haven't made a mistake.
Darling, the only mistake we made was in not taking steps sooner.
I don't like to be thought insensitive. Maybe we should have left her at home with an attendant.
That would have been disastrous.
You're hard.
Someone has to be practical.
No, you're married to, no, you're callous. You're married to many foreigners.
Samuel, darling, we've done what had to be done. Let's not quarrel about it. Please.
Rabella's right. This is civilized behavior.
I'm sorry to avoid you. I was anxious to have Dr. Johnson question your mother.
This is quite a place you have here, Doctor. We're delighted to have found it so cheerful.
But then we were assured that your place offered the best that money could buy. We hope we offer the best that experience can provide.
One thing I meant to ask, Doctor. Will Mother be exposed to any danger here?
Not at all. The guests in this room are in the final stage of treatment. They are extremely kind and cooperative. On the surface, most of them are quite as normal as, say, yourself, Senator.
You don't say.
While we're waiting, Senator, I want to ask a few more questions
There's little more to tell. She planned on using it to give away the entire Savage estate.
Newspapers call it her happiness fund.
What is it refers to money, something recent?
I wouldn't say so.
She's always given money to foolish causes. Would you mind being more specific?
Well, there was this Italian farmer who wanted a box of soil from Italy.
Just there!
Mother spent $200 to get it for him.
And there was this flower peddler who wanted a tombstone for his horse.
He got it.
After father died, this obsession got progressively worse. Last summer, she turned a ship to send 1,000 school children around the world. Why?
She said they ought to go around the world, but there was still a world around.
We stopped her. Just as she was on the verge of signing up to spend legally.
With a board of directors!
With a fantastic board of directors. Not a banker, a bishop, or a lawyer among them. Whom did you choose?
A postman, a farmer, a veterinarian, and herself.
We should have known her mind was going the moment she went on that stage.
Oh, that! Have you ever heard of such a case, Doctor? What would make a woman of her age suddenly turn to acting?
The unique is retaining her, Senator. Nothing surprises us. If she'd been talented, or even vain, I could have understood it.
But she wasn't. She was always shy, even timid. Then suddenly this amazing change.
Grief did it.
But why turn to acting? Life has enough drama in it.
God knows.
Isn't that right, Doctor?
As Judge Savage says, God knows.
And I wish you could explain that bear to us.
Obvious exhibition zone.
Exactly.
She took a childish delight in being seen everywhere with that teddy bear.
Anything to indulge this sudden love of notoriety.
Her entire conduct was a travesty of dignity and self-respect.
And sound business.
Can you tell me, Senator, has there ever been a similar pattern of behavior in her mother's family?
Frankly, I don't know.
You see, Doctor, she's not actually our mother. Father remarried when we were children. Oh, I see.
But that hasn't made any difference in our feelings toward her.
Well, I'm afraid I can't be of much help to you. I don't have time to observe her conduct.
You're the doctor.
And we know she'll be comfortable in such a charming place.
I wouldn't mind staying here myself.
There's no place to laugh, Samuel.
We encourage laughter here, Senator. We think it healthy.
You do.
Definitely. It's good therapy. For, as Byron says, and if I laugh at any mortal thing, 'tis that I may not be.
Of course. Of course.
Yes, Miss Lee? I beg your pardon, Dr. Emmett, but Dr. Johnson won't be able to finish Miss Savage's file at the moment. Why not? He finds her a little uncooperative? Then bring her in here, please. Yes, Doctor? Before you say goodbye, I'll talk with Dr. Johnson. Please do go, Doctor.
Please, doctor!
We'd prefer if you stayed. We think that the sooner we get this over with, the better for everyone involved.
She's been tempted!
For some reason, Doctor, she holds me responsible.
We'll have to give her a little more time to get over her resentment.
Will you come in here, Mrs. Savage? Will you sit down, Mrs. Savage? We waited to say goodbye to you, Mother.
I do not like thee, Lily Bell. The reason why, I cannot tell. But this I know and know full well. I do not like thee, Lily Bell.
She has been repeating that over and over, all the way down here. Your children are leaving, Mrs. Savage. Wouldn't you like to say goodbye to them? They would like to say goodbye to you, Mrs. Savage.
The fireflies are out. How lovely. Do you know why the fireflies light up, Doctor? Are they mating?
I really didn't say, Mrs. Savage.
I thought you'd know. Isn't this a bug house?
This is the cloister. This is to be your home. I am Dr. X.
Wouldn't it be fascinating if human beings glowed like fireflies while they're mating? Do you light up when you're mating, Lily Bell? Lord knows you're flighty.
We might as well go, Titus. She is going to be unpleasant.
Surely, Mother, you're not going to let us leave in an air of bitterness.
50 needles and 50 pins and 50 dirty Republicans.
It's futile.
Well, we'd better go. Come, Samuel.
I'll send more rituals down later, Doctor. We couldn't send but one grip under the circumstances.
Well, Sunday is Mother's Day, if you care to bring about that.
My sister's returning from Paris next week, but we'll make the arrangements. Good night. Mother.
If there's anything you need, Mrs. Savage, Miss Philomena will take care of you. We've a lovely garden out there. You'll be able to see in the morning. When I was a child, we used to say, 30 needles and 30 pins. You added 20 more to the public each year.
It's a fault of mine, exaggeration. I don't know why I try to irritate them. I only end up irritating myself. Oh well, I guess it has to be exasperating now to be funny later.
I noticed when it ties is on, it must have dropped out of the office. I'll look as soon as they go.
Oh, don't bother. It fell out last fall while I was at the opera. I would have found it, but the usher was so nasty about me lighting matches during the magic fire music. Oh, do you know what this is?
Suppose you tell me.
It's a teddy bear. Surely you've seen one before.
Not that big.
Do you know what I do with it?
I couldn't possibly guess.
I sleep with it.
Do you?
Yes. Are you going to treat me fine for an imbecile too?
Here, here. We mustn't be hostile.
Of course not. You haven't harmed me. Would you care to know why I sleep with it?
If you care to tell me.
I don't care. And I'll tell you. I'm lonely. I'm too old to have a lover and too fastidious to sleep with a cat.
Then by all means, let's take it to bed with you here. Would you care to take off your hat?
If I'm going to spend the rest of my life here, I might as well.
It's a mighty saucy hat.
A 10-cent piece of felt and 3 chicken feathers. $85. Why economy should be so expensive? I don't know.
Takes some imagination.
And the blood of pirates. But I wanted it. I wanted a hat like this since I was 16. For all the good it does me now. Oh well. Maybe you can find some use for it, though I'm not at all sure what.
Oh, you'd better keep it. You might need it.
Oh, dear, dear, my hair looks like the matted end of a coconut!
Oh, I don't think so. It's a heavenly color.
Oh, you should have seen it last year! It was bright red, and just to be different, I dyed it black with a white streak down the middle. I like nothing as much as a skunk. And finally, I decided to tint it blue. It goes with everything.
It'll certainly go with your room. Wouldn't you like to go up and get settled?
Is it time to lock me up?
I wouldn't dream of locking you up. Did you bring a suitcase?
My daughter did. I wasn't consulted.
I'll get it and take you up. There'll be time to explore your surroundings tomorrow. You can wait here.
Alone?
Of course.
No. Handcuffs?
We have the honor system.
Oh. Honor system indeed.
Hello.
Miss Willis says the bars are there to keep people outside. Corny, isn't it? Oh, it's alive! Now, Fairy, you must stop frightening yourself.
Poor thing's quite harmless.
You won't bite?
It won't bark, lance, or shed, and to the best of my knowledge, it's unvexed by sex. It couldn't be less trouble.
In that case, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Perhaps we should introduce ourselves. You must be Mrs. Savage. I'm Florence Williams.
How do you do?
We've been expecting you all afternoon. Oh, may I introduce Fairy May? Say you love me!
Oh, but we just met.
Oh, you don't have to mean it. I feel wonderful when people say they love me.
Well, I'm sure everyone loves you.
See, I told you she wouldn't be spoiled. Welcome to the cloisters. Climate best by government test.
Thank you.
And this is Hannibal. And this is our Mrs. Patty.
How do you do, Miss Patty?
I hate everything in the world. Most of all, I hate lightning, skunk, cabbage, custard, mustard, spiral, squirrel, bees, keys, rabbit, clover, rhubarb, barnacles, bats, broken glass scales, crumbs, drums, tombstones, scallops, salt, and
you like rhubarb?
Mrs. Patty won't answer you, Mrs. Savage. She only recites the things she hates.
Sweet but stubborn. Mrs. Patty stopped talking about 20 years ago.
Why?
She got mad. Her husband told her to shut up. And she did.
She gave up the conversation for life.
But she is only giving up electricity for Lent.
So this Patty, there's nothing wiser than saying very little, and that's saying nothing at all. Would you like to hold it?
She likes you.
I like her.
Oh, you haven't met Jeff. Come here, Jeff.
Please excuse my left hand.
Certainly. Is it a toothache?
Oh, well, Jeff's face is scarred and he likes to spare people.
You don't have to spare me. I look at myself every morning.
Dr. Hammond refuses to let me wear a bandage.
Well, we have to humor our doctors once in a while.
Well, now that you've met everyone here, we're a small group in the swing, and we hope you find us enjoyable to be with.
How Mrs. Savage hasn't met everyone. She hasn't met the Holy Terror.
Oh, of course! How stupid of me!
Where is he, Florence? Oh, he was here a moment ago. John Thomas!
Maybe you left him out in the hall.
I'll go see. John Thomas? You will harm her, will you?
Gracious, why should
You
I?
won't object, will you?
Well, what is John Thomas?
Her son! What did you think?
Here?
Oh, yes. He was born here. I could... Oh, look. Asleep on the floor. My husband always warned me about your grandmother. Mrs. Savage, I like him. He's my son. You like children, don't you?
Everyone but my own.
How old is he? 5.
He's big for 5 months.
Oh, no, 5 years.
I meant years.
Will you excuse us now? He has to go to bed. You see, he has the measles. Oh, I do hope none of you catch them. Excuse us.
That was awfully kind of you, Miss Savage, not to notice anything wrong.
There wasn't time to explain, but you were like lightning.
We pretend for Florence's sake, and we hope you will too.
Oh, I will.
I hope you should understand right away, Mrs. Savage, that except for Florence, the rest of us here are free to leave anytime we wish.
But we don't go because there's no better place to go.
You're a wonderful woman to be accepted here, Mrs. Savage. That's what I do say to myself, and I do.
Oh, quiet!
Oh, tyrant!
What is that?
That rude noise is the signal for us to go to our rooms.
It's the sound of the machine age. Perfect pistons and no manners.
Well, ours not the reason why. I do wonder why no one ever quotes the first line. It's someone wondered.
Good night.
I didn't hear that. We never say that. It means there's no more.
No more what?
Oh, there's no more of so much.
Please excuse Jeff's manner. His plane was shot down in the war.
Is his face badly burned?
No, he bailed, but he lost his squad. His scar goes deeper than we can see.
Surely you've guessed by now that Hannibal and I are the only ones actually here free to leave. We pretend for the others to spread our pride. Oh, I didn't mean you anyhow, Mrs. Patty! I forgot you were here! Oh, I can tear my tongue out! Please, excuse me, if I don't go after her, she'll sulk.
Barry has the good gift of saying the wrong thing.
Oh, I would think it would take a bit of a doing to apologize to someone who won't talk insults anyhow.
Oh, well, just treat Mrs. Patty like a clock. Look at her to see how the day goes, but don't expect an answer. She's happy at her easel.
Is she an artist?
I wouldn't say she's whether an artist or not, but she paints
Portraits?
seascapes, which is rather odd because she's never seen the ocean.
Mrs. Savage, I forgot to warn you! Oh, Mrs. Savage, I forgot to warn you. If you go to your room, don't sleep.
What did she mean by not sleep?
None of us sleep here.
Where do you sleep?
We don't. We go to our rooms, all right. We've all agreed to that principle, but none of us sleep here. But you see, when today ends, tomorrow begins, and when tomorrow begins, today ends. Today is the only certainty. Can anything be more simple?
Not much.
Yeah.
Hannibal, you heard the buzzer. Or aren't you in your room?
I am in spirit, and you know what they say? It's the spirit that counts. Remember? night.
Did they all come in to meet you?
Well, there was a Miss Patty and 4 others who have no business being here at their age.
I quite agree.
Do you think I belong here?
We're understaffed, Mrs. Savage. I'm kept far too busy to have any opinions.
I would like to know what they told you about me.
Was there anything to tell?
Did they tell you about my husband's memorial fund?
Not to me.
Then they probably told you my husband's death affected my reason.
That would be understandable.
That's untrue.
Why, didn't you like your husband?
I married Jonathan when I was 16. I loved him from the moment I met him until the moment he died. Do you know what that meant?
I think so.
No, you don't, my dear. It meant my only aim in life was to please him, not what he wanted. And anything I ever wanted had to be forgotten.
But surely you had no regrets.
None while he lived, but after he was gone, I remembered all the things I've always wanted to do.
But had you always wanted to do?
Things that would have shocked my Jonathan.
Such as dyeing your hair blue?
That and studying French and ballet dancing. As a young girl, I always dreamed I could be a great actress. So, with no responsibilities and time running out, I decided to be one.
But don't you think you've waited too long, Mrs. Savage?
I do indeed. If I had been a fool in my youth, no one would have noticed the difference in my old age.
Oh, I wouldn't think of you as old, Mrs. Savage.
Having kicked over the traces and remembered the importance of unimportant things, I decided I'd help others have the things they've always wanted.
How are you going to do that?
By establishing the Jonathan Savage Memorial Fund, a foundation giving away money in memory of my husband. That insane idea has brought me here.
Well, you won't find it soon, honey. Shall we go up to your room now?
At least I learned one thing in my French lessons.
What's that?
What I am. I am a Mort Canard. That's a dead duck. I think.
Now, it's not as bad as that.
Yes, it is. One day you'll realize that a great injustice was done me, and that I was always quite sane, but here they'll try to keep me with my few foolish years taken from me. If people walked on the edge of the carpet, it would say about wearing in the middle.